Hello and welcome to day 10 of the Understandable programme. This concludes the first 10 days, which was all about composure. We move from composure to belief for the middle 10 days, then from belief to execution for the last 10 days. What was I doing there with my fingers and my thumbs? Well, I had my fingers over my eyes, my thumbs over my ears, and was humming on the exhale. So breathe in for 5, exhale. By closing your eyes and ears, blocking them off, it's like a sensory deprivation, so it's just pitch black, you can't hear a thing, and you feel this sense of humming and vibration in your head and brain, and it's very relaxing indeed. That is just a little technique and another little tip to go along with the diaphragm breathing, the 5-second breathing, the fingertip technique from day 8, as well as the progressive muscular relaxation from yesterday. You may then choose to top and tail your meditative practice with that little trick there. I hope you enjoy it. So a little bit more about compose, believe, execute as a trio of words that are formulating the backbone of this program. Those 3 words flashed into my mind at the end of a breath hold following 3 rounds of Wim Hof breathing about a year ago. I remember being in the breath hold and feeling this out of body sort of sensation, but of course experienced from within the body, a lightness of the cells. And then the words went This is a bit of sweat in my eye. Compose, believe, execute. Immediately I wrote them down. Didn't know quite how relevant it was at that point. I looked at it later on and it dawned on me that all 3 need to be present in order for great action to occur. For example, if we're composed with no self-belief or execution action plan, then we're just going to be chilling. It's all well and good. If we're composed with self-belief, that's great. We're relaxed, we have faith in our abilities, but with no clear-cut action plan, a way to execute our goals, things may well not get done. If we are composed with an action plan, so we know how to do the thing and we're chilled, we're stable in ourselves, but there's not that self-belief that is required to get up and do stuff, make that awkward phone call or make those 100 phone calls in order to get one response saying yes that may then lead to an opportunity, things aren't going to happen. So having them all in place is ideal. If we just have belief with no composure, which I've certainly had in the past, we're kind of all over the place. With no action plan, nothing's going to happen. If we have an action plan with no belief or composure, that's just a to-do list essentially. If we have composure with belief and action plan, that's good news. That's all 3 together. In my life, I've had good amounts of self-belief and loads of action plans, not always composed. So I might be bouncing off the walls a little bit like a pinball, just going, just saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. I've got faith in myself. I know how to do it. I've done life coaching, I've done exercises, I've done, various acronym models and mind mapping and so forth. But day-to-day foundations are not necessarily there. Hence the value I'm placing on composure for this period, which was the last 10 days that we've just done. So basic meditative techniques, have a breath, be aware roughly of our strengths and how we're thinking. That's why we discussed character strengths a little bit. We will now move in towards more positive psychology, character strengths, self-compassion, and affirmations. We're going to be going more affirmation heavy for the next 10 days. The final 10 days is all about executing the goals, so there'll be life coaching exercises galore with goal mapping and all sorts of smart ways of going about it, which stands for specific, measurable, action orientated, realistic and time bound. But to conclude this 10 days, thank you for your engagement. I hope you're very well. Just try this one more time all together, breathing in, fingers over the eyes, thumbs over the ears, and exhale. And in the words of Matthew McConaughey, all right, all right, all right. Have a lovely day. I've just got a bit of tiger balm in my eyes there, so hopefully I can